but the store was so, coveted. It was so hard. It was gritty because now the store's like popping again. Everybody's going there. The shows are full. When I started, it was empty.
2000.
It was
what year?
2007.
Yeah, and that's when I left.
Yeah.
And I could tell it was kind of weird. And then Rogan got thrown out.
It was right around that time.
And that was it. I just heard reports that it was kind of weird. And
yeah, it was hard. No one was going to the shows, and so I was going up, and then I did a show, like a random show in LA, and Brett Ernst was there, and he was like, "You're really funny. Have you showcased for Mitzi?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just 2 years in." And he's like, "You gotta, Tommy's got to see you." And so Brett like made it happen. He like tell Tommy, "You got to see her. You got to see her." And finally, Tommy let me go up, and that helped me get to the other rooms, and then that eventually led to me showcasing for Mitzi. I showcased on the video because I think Justin Martindale had just gotten past. She randomly saw him perform in the main room, and then she didn't watch anybody in person after that.
right, she got sick.
Yeah, but so they would do it over video. So she watched me over a video.
Oh, she would have loved you, right? There.
Well, yeah,
she
saw
likes.
it.
Yeah.
She saw it, and Tommy always said she said interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, give her a shot. Ask her if she wants to be a doorman.
I should have been a doorman. I would have been. I would have been good.
And now they
security.
have 2 female doormen.
They do?
Yeah, Carmen Morales and
Emily Rivera.
no.
Oh,
yeah.
so they have 3, and then
Jessica Wellington.
Jessica Wellington.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it would be
so
interesting.
she passed me up. I went from she didn't make me a paid regular right away. For a year, I was a regular in the Friday night belly room store, so I had to work my way up for a year. Which, yeah, of course,
Great. That's
yeah.
so fucking great.
I needed that, and then after a year, they were like, "All right, you're ready," and I started in the OR, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I mean, it was the biggest honor. I got made a paid regular in 2010, and it was before I was on TV, and it made me
No Chelsea yet.
no Chelsea, so it made me feel like a real comic, because sometimes people get past. They're good comics, but it's more like, oh, what TV show are they on?
Right.
And not everyone, just that does happen. And I just felt like I got it because I proved I was a stand-up.
Well, she loved characters. Mm-hmm. Okay, so like I got past a month after I got here.
Oh, really?
Doug Stanhope got me a showcase,
Yeah.
the whole thing. People would come to me over the years and go, "Is Mitzi showing?"
Uh-huh.
And I go, "Mitzi's never gonna fucking see me."
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? I never really thought about it
Really?
until I got here. I went down there
Yeah.
for the open mic, and they're like, "Has she seen you yet?"
Mm-hmm.
And then Stanhope, Scott Day,
Yeah.
they both put it together, and boom, and then, but she loved characters.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she wouldn't go like, "This guy isn't that funny,"
Yeah.
but she saw a character there, and she wanted him to develop that character.
Right.
And soon enough, that person wouldn't want to take it there because of his hard-headedness, and they wouldn't get spots anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, if she wanted you to be a certain thing, and she pushed you into it,
Yeah.
that was, and the store pushed you in the right direction. I could tell by watching you on stage
Yeah.
that you were kind of like, I haven't been here for fucking. I stayed out of the store for 7 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I didn't realize you'd stay away that long.
I stayed away that
Yeah.
long. And then it was D'Elia. That was the birth of D'Elia,
Yeah.
yourself.
He was coming up.
Dean Delray. I would hear from Ari. I was tight with Ari,
Yeah.
and Duncan, and all those guys. So I would hear what was going on in the store. But
Yeah.
no, she would have loved you from day one.
Well, I mean, isn't it cool though, like your story and my story, like how these other comics who have gotten to a certain level, they reach back down and like, I want to help you out now. Like with Doug, with you, Brett, with me. Like, I don't know. I feel like you hear a lot of stories out of LA, Hollywood, where people are like so cutthroat. But with stand up, they're like, she needs to see you. You got to get in front of this. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to see people looking out for each other there in that way. Not that everyone does that, but
No, there's people who look out for themselves, but what makes you a better comic is not being judgmental or something like, Jesus Christ, I wish nobody sees Fortune. because they might go my spots.
Right.
If you think that way, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like what we have is like going to the track. My mother died of a broken heart, if you ask. She died of a heart attack, but it was basically a broken heart.
Yeah.
The Chinese call it broken heart. To this day, I still feel Ralphie died of a broken heart. Yeah, he was
Really?
900 pounds, Joe. You don't know what you're talking about. He loses when you lose that will to live. And my mother came from a school that if she went out and got 10,000, mandatorily, she was supposed to give away 6
Really?
for good luck to come back to you. The problem is not everybody plays according to those rules. So
Right.
she would go, Lee hit the number for 10, gave me $5.
Yeah.
And then instead of her saying something to Lee, it would break her heart. So with comedy, you have to be the same way. You have to look out for the people around you. You know, you have to throw them bones when it's deserved.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who come at you expecting something.
Right.
You and I both look at a comic because you've been doing it now for how long? 9 years?
2007 to...
Oh my God, yeah, 12
what's
years.
that?
12 years.
I'm not good at math. I went to public school.
You know when somebody's faking the funk.
Yeah.
Okay. I know the razzle dazzle. I don't have to hear your material. I don't have to hear your joke. I just go in there, go in the room for 5 minutes, and I know exactly where you are in your career.
Yeah.
Because I've been there. And I've seen people, and I still remember going to towns as a feature,
Yeah.
and people go, you're headlining for the future. This guy's going to be a badass motherfucker. And, and I saw people come and go.
Yeah.
And the people who stayed were the people who kept it consistently, knew who the fuck they were, and stayed within their bounds and just kept plugging along, little by little. Normally, 1 week you're a feature in Michigan, the next week you're an MC in Boston. The following week you're co-headlining in Maine. The following week you're out there on the road, you're grinding it, you're experiencing different. Why are the New England Patriots so good? Because Tom Brady knows how to read a defense. He knows how to make audibles. When you go on the road, me going into the Bible Belt in North Carolina.
That's a different ballgame. Oh my gosh.
I remember going into the Bible Belt at like the 9-year mark.
Yeah.
I can honestly tell you, I went 0 for 5.
Oof, it's tough there.
I bombed in Carolina. I bombed at fucking the University of North Carolina. I bombed at Clark, Tennessee. The Bible Belt would take a ride with me for 8 minutes, and then it comes back to them that they're Christian deep down inside. And they look at them, we can't laugh at this.
Oh, interesting.
I saw them do it to Stanhope in Nashville in 98. And I go, oh. And I swore to God, the bombing I took in Nashville, it looked like Vietnam. Like missiles were coming from everywhere.
Oh, man.
And I swore never to go back to Nashville.
Have you never gone back?
Oh, no. Now
Really?
I go and I love it.
I would think
Because
so.
you mature as a comic.
Right. But also, they
You mature
progress.
as a comic.
Yeah.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.